Good evening. On behalf of the school board, our faculty and staff, and most importantly, our students, I would like to welcome each of you to this special celebration. My name is Jack Lee, and I have the proud honor of serving as the Superintendent of Schools for Bullard ISD. At this time, prior to the procession, I would like to take a moment to introduce our Board of Trustees. I ask that you please hold your applause until all members have been introduced. Board members, Brent Bishop, Jason Campbell, Susie Saxon, Brian Vestal, Secretary Corey Zernak, Vice President Stephanie Looper, and President Tony Johnson. These 7 individuals serve the students, faculty, and staff, and the entire community with distinction. I ask that you please join me one more time in thanking them for their selfless service to the Bullard ISD community. At this time, if you would please remain seated for the procession of our graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, the candidates for graduation for the class of 2020. Graduates, if you will please turn around and take a seat. Before I begin a short set of remarks, I'd like to take a moment to introduce some of the individuals on stage. I ask that you please hold your applause until the very end. Our high school administrative team, Principal Kevin Blaine, Assistant Principals Helene Cortinas and Chris Pavlak, Counselors Laura Hunter and Amanda Luna. I'd ask that you also please welcome Mr. John Dixon, the coordinator of our Pride Academy and Alternative Education. And finally, I ask that you please welcome Ms. Jan Hill. Ms. Hill recently served as Deputy Superintendent prior to taking on the role of Interim Superintendent for the first part of this year. We owe a debt of gratitude to all these members of the administrative team. Tonight, we gather to recognize many individuals whose efforts over the last 13 years have brought them to this moment. A moment that many feared would not happen. This senior class has had what should have been their most cherished year interrupted by a force beyond anyone's control. Events in the world have shaken our view of what normal means in our everyday life. Things students have taken long granted, such as livestock shows, baseball and softball games, one-act play competitions, band concerts, track meets, the senior walk, and many more. All of these have fallen by the wayside. Yet through all the disappointment that has occurred, this outstanding young group of adults are still here. Tonight, they take their rightful place among the thousands of Bullard ISD graduates that have come before them. This is a special group of graduates. Nearly 2 decades ago, our view of normal was shaken by another event. On September 11th, 2001, our world changed. We collectively took stock of where we were as a nation and what we must do moving forward. These seniors before you tonight are the first graduating class born after that terrible day. They started their life journey in a time filled with tribulation. And now, all these years later, they begin the next phase of their life with the nation again searching for answers. Seniors, you have undoubtedly asked why. Why did this happen to happen during your senior year? Why didn't you get to experience everything that classes before you? While I may not have the answer to every question, I'm confident that I can give you at least one answer. Being born in a year of great turmoil did not stop you from meeting today's milestone. And these past few months will not stop you from being successful in the next phase of your life. Think of all the great heroes, those in real life, those in comics or movies, and those in books. They almost always share one similar trait. They rose to greatness through adversity. I have no doubt that you all will do the same, that you will move mountains as you move forward with your lives. Graduates, you may know that I have a habit of reading children's books to our youngest Bullard Panthers, especially during this time that school was closed. Many of you may even have brothers or sisters that took the time to watch. While these stories were for their entertainment, I cannot help but take a few lines of a children's book to read to you tonight. I know that many of you may be familiar with another doctor, Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss sums up my hopes and prayers for all of you with the opening and closing lines of his book, Oh, the Places You'll Go. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off far and away. So, be your name Bucksbaum or Bixby or Bray, or Mordecai Alley Van Allen O'Shea, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Graduates, you have a community rooting for you, and I know they join me in wishing you good luck, good fortune, Godspeed. Congratulations.
Please stand for the invocation and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and National Anthem. Dear gracious Heavenly Father, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to gather here with one another in person as we celebrate today. Father, I thank you for each and every one of my classmates and for the individual talents and skills that you have blessed us with. Thank you for giving us the ability to attend Bullard High School, where we were able to utilize and fine-tune these gifts as we endeavored to reach our goals both in and out of the classroom. Thank you for the relationships between students, teachers, coaches, and staff that we were able to form over our years together. And thank you for the memories we were able to create. Be with each of us, Lord, as we walk across this stage today. Let our hearts be filled with gratitude as we reflect on our years of high school, and give us a sense of hope for our future as we move to achieve new aspirations. We ask all this in your name. Amen.
Please join me for the American and Texas Pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, the brave.
Thank you, everyone. You may be seated. Let's give those three ladies another round of applause on a beautiful rendition. At this time in our program, I am proud to bring to the podium tonight our senior class officer, Mr. Kip Bailey. Mr. Bailey will be coming and talking to you tonight about the class of 2020 and the senior gift.
Good evening. My name is Kip Bailey, and I've had the privilege of representing my fellow classmates as the president of the class of 2020. The class of 2020 has faced many challenges throughout the years, COVID-19 being one of them, but we stood together, worked together, and persevered. Last year, Bullard High School lost a beloved staff member, educator, and coach. Megan Dobrinsky, better known as Coach D, was a woman that could light up this entire football field with her smile. Every student that came into contact with Coach D, either as a student or a coach, was impacted by her kindness, respect, and compassion she had for everyone. Earlier this year, our fellow classmate, Jolie Dixon, started a petition to rename the softball field after Coach D. This petition had 8,383 signatures. Working closely with my fellow class officers, Mr. Blaine, Ms. Cortines, Mr. Pavlak, and Dr. Lee, we decided to donate the sign for the newly renamed Dobrinsky softball field as the gift from the class of 2020. We chose the sign not only to leave our class mark, but so Coach D's legacy lives on. Therefore, all Bullard students, past, present, and future, have the opportunity to have Coach D's legacy with them as they grow. I believe I speak for myself and all the other class officers when I say it was an honor to be chosen to represent you and be able to donate this amazing gift. Thank you and God bless.
Great job, Kip. Thank you for leading our senior class and all of our class officers that are here. Thank you for your leadership this year. That was something new that we started this year, and we all learned together, but I do appreciate the leadership of Kip and the other class officers of this class. Before we move on through our program and bring up our Salutatorian and Valedictorian for their addresses tonight, I do want to pause and take a moment to recognize and personally thank a few special groups of people. I would like to begin with our BHS Graduation Committee and all the staff volunteers that are here working tonight. We did not expect a few months ago to have a graduation program here at our stadium, and it has taken a lot of hours, a lot of effort, a lot of work, and trust me, a lot of sweat to pull this off tonight. So I do want to recognize a few of our graduation committee members: Miss Dorsey, Miss Koch, Miss Johnston, Mr. Pavlak, Miss Cortines, Mr. and Mrs. Main, and Miss Harris. And there are many others, but thank you to that graduation committee for making tonight happen. I would also like to personally thank our maintenance and operations director, Mr. Lee Sleeper, as well as the entire BISD maintenance and custodial staff for getting Panther Stadium ready for tonight's ceremony. Please give them a hand. I'd like to recognize Mr. Corey Prince. He's the BISD Technology Coordinator, right over here somewhere, and all of the technology staff members for all of the extra hours that they have worked to help make last night's events and tonight's events such a success. Thank you. I would like to say thank you and express my appreciation to Mr. John Jones, Bullard ISD's Director of School Security, for all of his hard work in helping us meet the safety standards required for tonight's ceremony. Thank you, Mr. Jones. I also want to thank our superintendent, Dr. Jack Lee, and our school board members for their continued support and their commitment to our graduation ceremonies tonight. Thank you. I would like to recognize all of the Bullard Independent School District staff members who have had a hand in getting these seniors here tonight. If you are a Bullard ISD teacher or staff member and you are here, would you please stand? That includes you guys on the field. Please stand up. Anywhere in the audience. Thank you. This next recognition is on the behalf of myself, the faculty and staff at the high school, and I know every one of these senior graduates sitting in front of me. But we would like to recognize at this time the BISD's Deputy Superintendent, Miss Jan Hill. Miss Hill has served Bullard for 12 years with a total of 38 years in education. Miss Hill will be retiring this summer from an amazing career. Thank you, Miss Hill, to her family for serving our families and Bullard ISD so well. Thank you. Just a couple more. I would like to recognize a very select group of Bullard High School graduates tonight. This small group of students has elected to forego their college or career experience and have signed up to serve and defend each one of us in one of the branches of our armed forces. If you are one of our graduates tonight who will be joining the United States Armed Forces, please stand and be recognized. Thank you. And finally, sitting before us tonight is one of the greatest collections of young adults I believe that you will find at any graduation ceremony across the state of Texas and across the great United States. And trust me, we know that great students come from one place. They come from great parents and great families. And we are appreciative for all of our parents and grandparents out there for allowing us the opportunity to raise, love, educate your children for the last 13 years, or ever how long they've been here. If you are a parent or a grandparent of one of these graduates, would you please stand at this time and let us recognize you? Thank you. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce our next speaker, the Salutatorian for the Bullard ISD class of 2020. Salutatorian Mason Kyle Kelly is the son of Kyle and Maggie Kelly. Mason is truly the epitome of an athlete and a scholar. Mason will attend Louisiana Tech University, where he will major in computer science and play baseball. I've had the personal pleasure of knowing Mason and his family for a long time, and I'm proud to be able to recognize him tonight as our class of 2020 salutatorian. Mason. You're just going to take that. Just pause for a picture right here. Look right here.
Good evening. I'm Mason Kelly, your salutatorian, and I'd like to welcome each of you to the Bullard High School Class of 2020 graduation. I know for most of you, this might be the most you've ever heard me talk. And I know Coach Calloway can definitely vouch for that. On behalf of the Bullard Class of 2020, I'd like to begin by thanking the Bullard School Administration and School Board for allowing us to have this graduation ceremony. I know many seniors who had virtual or drive-by graduation ceremonies who would have loved the opportunity to walk this stage as we will do tonight. I would also like to thank the Bullard teachers and staff for helping us reach this major milestone. We would not be here today without you. I've studied and worked very hard during my 4 years of high school, but I cannot say becoming salutatorian was my end goal. I mean, who strives for second place? Like the great Ricky Bobby once said, if you're not first, you're last. I'm also not going to stand up here and give you some cheesy quotes or typical advice that you would expect to hear. As Dwight Schrute once said, I don't want to waste your time, and I wouldn't dare waste mine. So the message I have for you today is short and sweet. A lot has happened these last few months, but let us first reflect back to when we entered this world. When we were born, the world was grieving 9/11, and as we go out into the world, we are facing a pandemic. There is no doubt these events will shape us, but we do not have to let them define us. During my baseball career, one thing I learned is that when you are thrown a curveball, you have to stay in the box and hit it. While I cannot say I was the best at hitting curveballs, I have never given up and always come back swinging. Coach Lemeyer always said, you got to be ready to hit the fastball. However, in life, you may not get a fastball, so you have to make the best of what is pitched to you. Whatever your path in life is after graduation, whether it be higher education, entering the workforce, or serving our great country, I challenge you to always stay in the box, keep your eye on the ball, and swing for the fence. In closing, I'd like to thank God for blessing me with everything I have. I would also not be standing here today without the love and support of my mom and dad, my sister Kirsten, my brother-in-law Phil, as well as my grandparents and extended family. Lastly, thank you, Bullard, for raising this senior class. I hope we make you proud.
Thank you, Mason. Excellent job. The valedictorian of the Bullard High School class of 2020 is Bailey Bauer. Bailey is the daughter of Kent Bauer and Carrie Taub. As you have already heard tonight, Bailey is an immensely talented vocalist. Bailey has also been a member of the Panther Band for the last 4 years. To be so involved with extracurricular activities and still maintain such high academic standards is truly remarkable. Bailey will attend the University of Houston, where she will major in vocal performance. I am proud to present to you our valedictorian, Miss Bailey Bauer.
Class of 2020, we were the generation born into the wake of 9/11. And now here we are, reaching our first major milestone during a global pandemic. I'd say that makes us pretty unique. Many of us can recall the day before spring break, our freshman year, when a certain individual, and soon-to-be local legend, caught his headphones on a sprinkler system, flooded parts of the school, and gave us an unintentional extended spring break. But I believe the class of 2020 has an even greater spring break story, otherwise known as Coronacation. More seriously, I think it goes without saying, we're all living in a time of widespread anxiety and uncertainty. The coronavirus outbreak has caused worldwide instability, from toilet paper shortages to thousands of infections, crippling families as well as economies. It can't be denied that these are truly extraordinary times we are living through. However, extraordinary circumstances often give rise to extraordinary people. Sure, we may have missed our last days of senior year, spring sports, and most unfortunately, let's be honest, plenty of parties. But beyond these disappointments, I see opportunities. So often, Gen Zers are dismissed by generations as being always on our phones and caring more about the number of likes on our last post than the amount of good we can do for the world. Honestly, they're not totally wrong. I mean, how many of us have spent our quarantine scrolling endlessly through Instagram or TikTok, binge watching Netflix, or playing video games into the late hours of the night? I'll take a wild guess and say all of us. But if there's one benefit from low expectations, it's the chance to overcome them. We've been given the opportunity to redefine how the world sees us. Growing up with the internet and its expanse of all human knowledge at our fingertips has made us capable, resilient, and imaginative individuals. We are the healthcare workers, the business men and women, the educators, the artists, the dreamers of the future. So now it is up to us to show our true abilities to those who doubt us. The state of our world has made us grow up faster than what we would have liked. However, this graduation is a chance for us to close the book of our childhoods, pick up our pens, and begin to write a new story. With pen in hand, I want to offer the following advice. First, don't be afraid of the opportunities life presents. I understand that it's easy to get comfortable in routine life, but I want to challenge you to step outside our small town communities, even for just a moment, and to jump headfirst into new experiences. Life has so many wonderful adventures waiting behind closed doors. Don't be afraid to open them. Second, amidst these adventures, find a value system you are proud to follow. Ground yourself in what you believe best benefits the world. In a nation where hatred and the division it sows grows larger each day, it seems that what the world desperately needs is kindness. We must be the ones to overcome political and ideological differences, to treat others with dignity, respect, and humanity, regardless of the color of our skin, the depths of our pockets, or where we pray. Lastly, always remember that this too shall pass. Let this pandemic be a reminder that your days may not always be peaches and cream, but just like a good dessert here in the South, the bad times are usually gone in a hurry. So instead of dwelling on what went wrong, shift your attention to what is going right. After all, although many were uncertain today would even happen, here we are, gathered to celebrate our graduation together. With that, I want to take a moment to give a special thanks to our school board and all faculty who assisted in organizing this ceremony. I'd also like to say a thank you to our teachers for venturing with us students into the uncharted territory of online distance learning. And to our families, especially my own, not only for surviving an unprecedented amount of family time, but also for encouraging us so that we would be able to proudly stand here today. To conclude, I want to share with you some wisdom from our band director, Mr. Jordan. Right before any of our band competitions, he would sit us down for one of his infamous Come to Jesus meetings, which were usually discouraging any silly antics us band kids were unfortunately prone to getting into. One meeting in particular, though, had a message that never left me. Mr. Jordan said to us, "In the course of your life, when something very important to you is about to happen, you will be tested. Something around you is going to go wrong or take your focus off your goal. You must stay focused, be faithful, and stay the course." My friends, Don't let these difficult times deter you from your goals. Take this unexpected pause as a chance to consider who you want to be and what you want to be known for when life resumes. Today marks the beginning of our opportunity to redefine our generation, to make the most of our lives, and together create a better world for us all. In the words of one of my greatest role models and past choir directors, Mr. Carrie Bayham, remember that you alone control the arc of your success. So, class of 2020, take control of your story and make your success happen.
Seniors, if you would please stand. Dr. Lee, I have the pleasure this evening of certifying to you and the members of the Bullard Independent School District Board of Trustees that these seniors have met the requirements for graduation as outlined by the Texas Education Agency and the Bullard Independent School District. Please be seated.
At this time, we will present the diplomas, beginning with the top 10 and proceeding alphabetically. Graduates, please come forward to accept your diplomas. Bailey Lynn Bauer, TMEA, Texas Music Scholar and All-State Treble Choir, UIL, Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier, Tyler Rotary Young Citizens Award, Highest Ranking Graduate Award, American Association University Women's Scholarship, Dallas Scottish Rite Scholarship, Kiwanis Club Scholarship of the Sophomore of the Year, ETCF Helen Elbert Scholarship, University of Houston Academic Achievement Scholarship, and Moore's School of Music Merit Scholarship. Mason Kyle Kelly, top 10, Tyler Rotary Young Citizens Award, Cherokee County Electric Co-op Scholarship, Louisiana Tech Presidential Scholarship, Out-of-State Scholarship, Pelshey Scholarship. Ashley Elizabeth Anderson, AP Scholar, top 10, Mississippi State University, Robert L. Jones, East Texas Alumni Scholarship, Colvard Future Leadership Scholarship, Freshman Academic Excellence Scholarship, Non-Resident Tuition Scholarship, MS Excellence in Teaching Scholarship. Emily Kate Berry, top 10, Best All-Round Girl, Academic All-State Track, HOSA State Qualifier, Mississippi College Presidential Scholarship with Distinction, Mississippi College Women's Track Scholarship, Emerald Bay Foundation Scholarship. Andrew Joseph Odafai, top 10. Erin Louise Berry, top 10. Academic All-State Basketball and Track, ETBU Presidential Honor Scholarship, Christian Leadership Scholarship, Emerald Bay Foundation Scholarship. Kennedy Alexis Bowman, top 10. HOSA State Qualifier, UT Tyler Academic Excellence Scholarship, Patriot Scholarship, ETCF Richard and Mary Lou Ham Scholarship. Sydney Diane Garland, top 10. Citizenship Award, TJC Presidential Honors Scholarship, Emerald Bay Foundation Scholarship, Jan Verzosa Scholarship. Tristan Cameron Shoemake, top 10. Academic All-State Football and Track, University of Mary Hardin Baylor VP Scholarship, Saturday Scholarship, Woodman Life Scholarship. Kenzie Shea Colston, top 10. Academic All-State Volleyball, FFA Lone Star degree, FFA Vet Science State Qualifier, Emerald Bay Foundation Scholarship, Built for Tough Scholarship, SCYE Scholarship, Nikki Wheeler Scholarship, USSA East Texas Megan Dobrinsky Scholarship, Bullard FFA Scholarship. Jacob Charles Ackley, Martavian Raymond Allen, Christian Apollo Anderson, UIL Ensemble State Qualifier, top 10%. Colin John Anderson, Tasia Corinne Anderson, Kip Haltom Bailey, HOSA State Qualifier, Woodman Life Scholarship, Order of the Eastern Star Scholarship. JC Nicole Baird, Noah Aaron Baeza, Briley Madison Barnes, Pride Academy. Victoria Addison Barnes, FFA Lone Star degree, FFA Milk Quality CDE State Qualifier, BHS FFA Booster Club Scholarship, George Cooper Memorial Scholarship, Jimmy Bain Memorial Scholarship. James Tanner Bass. Braden Scott Bay, Pride Academy. William Jet Bentley. Aubrey Ann Brandon. Alexandra Grace Breedlove. Haley Aaron Brems, TMEA All-State Small School Mixed Choir, UIL Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier, Thomas E. Ricks Grant, Bullard Masonic Lodge Scholarship. Logan Matthew Bridges, UIL Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier. Kiana Nicole Brown. Peyton Nicole Brown. Callie Christine Burrow, HOSA State Qualifier. Kirsten Taylor Burrow, ETBU Dean Scholarship, Christian Leadership Scholarship. Christian Lee Butler, UIL Ensemble State Qualifier, TJC Apache Band Scholarship, James Compton Memorial Scholarship. Ashton Dane Camp, U.S. Marine Corps. Caleb Halton Carmichael. Allison May Carter, UIL Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier. Lauren Carol Ann Chaffee. Brian William Chapman Jr. Gracie Adele Copeland. TJC Presidential Honor Scholarship. Jacelyn Aubrey Cowart. Top 10%, Academic All-State Soccer, Louisiana Tech University Outstanding Student Scholarship, Bulldog Scholarship. Carissa Danielle Crocker. Solo and Ensemble State UIL Qualifier. Kaysen Kinsey Cummings. Brock Lynn Davis. Texas High School Bass Association State Champion, Austin Banks Scholarship. McKenna J.C. Davis. Haley LaDonna Day. Academic All-State Volleyball and Basketball. Jolie Grace Dixon. Leadership Award, Academic All-State Track, Emerald Bay Foundation Scholarship, Galveston College Softball Scholarship, UTSSSA East Texas Megan Dobrinsky Memorial Scholarship, Pelshey Scholarship. Bailey Michelle Dodson.
Hey, if you want to try to say USSSA, save you some.
Tyler Rebecca Driggers. Corey Randall Decker. Madeline Allison Eakins. FFA Vet Science State Qualifier. Jackson Stone Elliott. Alexander Jeremy Evans. FFA Nursery and Landscaping State Qualifier. Callie Michelle Farr. Jackson Aubrey Faith. Texas Boys State Representative, State Orchestra Qualifier, UL Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier, TJC Presidential Honor Scholarship, TJC Apache Band Scholarship, James Compton Memorial Scholarship. Alexander Xavier Floor Christensen. Ranger College Soccer Scholarship. Cole Dean Ford. Emma Louise Ford. Tanner Everett Fowler. Top 10%, Best All-Round Boy, Academic All-State Football, TJC Presidential Honor Scholarship. Desiree Anna Marie Funes. Abigail Nicole Michelle Fife. TJC Presidential Honor Scholarship. Jalicia Galvan. Avery Cadence Glenn. Kaylee Lynn Graybill. Ronald Noah Grundy. UIL Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier, TJC Apache Band Scholarship, James Compton Memorial Scholarship. Belinda Victoria Guy, Dallas Baptist University Christian Service Scholarship, Patriot Award, Christian Leadership Scholarship. Peyton Elaine Hancock. USSSA East Texas Megan Dobrinsky Memorial Scholarship. Gavin Clayton Hare. Zane Jacob Hellman. Brooke Elizabeth Henry. Thank you. OAP All-Star Cast, TJC Theater Scholarship. Esau Emiliano Hernandez Powell. FFA Lone Star degree, FFA Ag Issues LDE Teen State Qualifier, FFA Nursery and Landscape Teen State Qualifier, Bullard FFA Booster Club Scholarship, Courtney Odom Memorial Scholarship. Braden Andrew Harrington. UT Tyler Academic Excellence Scholarship, ETCF Richard and Mary Lou Ham Scholarship. Jessica Lan Hong. Nicholas Michael Hooley. Jonathan Charles Haraney. Harrison Monroe House. Alyssa Ann Huff. Alexandria Rose Hull. Emery Annette Jackson, HOSA State Qualifier. Caleb Patrick Jellison. Christian Lee Johnson. Kobe James Jones. Austin Benjamin Kennedy. Mason Carter Kessinger. Caden Maddox Key. Academic All-State football, track, and soccer. Jacob Logan Key. Woodman Life Scholarship. William Pierce Kuskowski. UIL Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier, New Arkansas Non-Resident Tuition Award Scholarship. Aaron Thomas Landgraf. Shelby Leanne Langston. UIL Powerlifting State Qualifier, UIL Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier, All-State Band, TJC Presidential Honor Scholarship, TJC Apache Band Scholarship, James Compton Memorial Scholarship. Sarah Morgan Lewinsky. Keely Bren Limeball. Order of the Eastern Star Scholarship. Bryson Charles Luscombe. Top 10%, academic, all-state football and track, TJC Presidential Honor Scholarship.
Mason Allen Mapes. Cameron Alexander McBride. Haley Marie McCutcheon. Top 10%, TMEA All-State Small School Mixed Choir, UIL Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier, American Association of University Women Scholarship, Sam Houston University School of Music Scholarship, and Jan Veroza Scholarship. Kylie Grace McKeithen. FFA Lone Star degree, Nikki Wheeler Scholarship, Jimmy Bain Scholarship, Bullard FFA Scholarship, and Pelche Scholarship. Sarah Beth McKeithen. TJC Presidential Scholarship, Academic All-State Volleyball, FFA Lone Star degree, Emerald Bay Foundation Scholarship, Smith County Youth Expo Scholarship, Nikki Wheeler Scholarship, Jimmy Bain Scholarship, East Texas Cattle Etz Scholarship, and Bullard FFA Scholarship. Zion Michael McLeod. Charles Harrison Metter. Academic All-State, Woodman Life Scholarship, Westlake Chemical Scholarship, ETCF Retail Merchants Association of Tyler Scholarship. Jared Heath Meadows, Jr. Alexander Preston Miles. Jocelyn Christine Miles. Angelica Leanne Mills. Haley Ruth Minton. Academic All-State Basketball, Emerald Bay Foundation Scholarship. Kirsten Elaine Morrison. Bullard Masonic Lodge Scholarship. Bryce Gabriel Nelson. Texas High School Bass Association State Champion. John William Nelson. Lillian Claire Newmeyer. FFA Poultry CDE Team State Qualifier, UT Tyler Academic Excellence Scholarship, Patriot Scholarship. Brandon Chase Navarez. Brianna Victoria Noriel. HOSA State Qualifier. Sean Thomas Oliver. Pride Academy. April Dawn Parks. Alexis Michelle Peaks. Congressional Art Contest, first place. National Art Honor Society, St. Edward's University Presidential Election Scholarship, Monday Library Scholarship, ETCF Partners in Arts Scholarship, ETCF Edna Falk Haberle Visual Arts Scholarship. Crosby Elizabeth Peer. HOSA State Qualifier, TJC Presidential Honors Scholarship. Abby Nicole Petty. Academic All-State Track, National Art Honor Society, TJC Presidential Honors Scholarship. Kayla Ashton Pickett. Bailey Joe Pierce. Emerald Bay Foundation Scholarship. Justin Wesley Plath. United States Navy. Alexis Nicole Price. Woodman Life Scholarship. Caroline Grace Priestner. Top 10% Pell Shade Scholarship. Everett Joseph Pudwell. What are you smiling about? Abby Lynn Reeves. Madison Michelle Rippey. Dalen Tyshawn Robertson. Dalton Ray Russell. FFA Lone Star degree, FFA Poultry CDE Team State Qualifier, Bullard FFA Booster Cub Scholarship, Courtney Odom Memorial Scholarship. Kaylee Page Rutledge. As Lindy Salazar. Mitchell, it's Mitchell, right? Isaac Michael Sanders. UIL Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier, All-State Band, TJC Music Performance Scholarship, Bullard Masonic Lodge Scholarship, and James Compton Memorial Scholarship. Brandon James Shanholz. Bullard FFA Booster Cub Scholarship, Jimmy Bain Memorial Scholarship. Jensen Juanice Schroed. Sarah Jolie Sims. Ramos Law Group Family Law Scholarship. Abigail Lynn Smith. TJC Presidential Honors Scholarship. Caitlin Rose Smith. Jackson Collier Smith. Madison Jaden Smith. Wade Caldwell Spiller II. Accepting for call tonight is Mr. John Dixon. Grace Joelle Stanley. UIL Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier. TJC Music Performance Scholarship. James Compton Memorial Scholarship. Walker Willa Stegall. Academic All-State Soccer. Tebow Ming Tang. Lathan Aaron Thomas. Lamaria Renee Thompson. Schreiner University Opportunity Scholarship. Michael Ray Thompson. Olivia Noel Thompson. Woodman Life Scholarship. Rodney Starnes Memorial Scholarship. TJC Apache Band Scholarship. Tanner Vaughn Tribby. TJC Presidential Honor Scholarship. TJC Apache Band Scholarship. James Compton Memorial Scholarship. Macy Brooke Turrentine. Tarleton State University Cheerleading Scholarship. Sydney Raylyn Tylich. Maria Yvette Vences. UIL Powerlifting State Qualifier. Liam Shaquin Vinson. Shelby Elizabeth Walker. FFA Ag Issue State Qualifier. Woodman Life Scholarship. Pelshey Scholarship. Grant Reed Walters. Stephen F. Austin State University Baseball Scholarship. Summer Breeze Ward. United States Navy. Zachary Glenn Warden. Landon Perry Warren. United States Marine Corps. Elena Brooke Wellmaker. Top 10%, Cherokee County Electric Co-op Scholarship. Bullard Chamber of Commerce Red, White, and Blue Day Scholarship. William Andrew Wheeler. Courtney Grace White. UT Tyler Academic Excellence Scholarship. Zachary Isaac Wilbur. Emerald Bay Foundation Scholarship. Allison Page Wilcox. UIL Solo and Ensemble State Qualifier. TJC Presidential Honors Scholarship. TJC Apache Band Scholarship. Jan Verosa Scholarship, and James Compton Memorial Scholarship. Harley Catherine Wooten. Caitlin Dane Ray. Pride Academy. Latrez Montrell Young. Cammie Gail Younger. Zachary Zane Zaranak. Louisiana Tech University Outstanding Student Scholarship. Rick Johnson Memorial BBA Scholarship. Woodman Life Scholarship. Emerald Bay Foundation Scholarship. Rodney Starnes Memorial Scholarship.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to present to you the class of 2020. Students, you may flip your tassel. If everyone would please stand for our alma mater, which you will find on the back of our program, and remain standing for the benediction.
Following the benediction, we ask that you please remain at your seat during the recessional. Father God, we glorify and praise you today for your never-ending presence in our lives. Thank you for being a God of peace and comfort who stands by us throughout all of life's journeys. Lord, you tell us in the book of Psalms that your word is a lamp for our feet and a light for our path. My prayer today is that as we close this chapter in our lives and set out for a new beginning, that you would illuminate the various directions in which we should head. Remind us daily, Lord, that we do not have to fear the uncertainty of this world, because you, as the author and perfecter of all of creation, have a plan for each and every one of us. Open our hearts and minds, God, so that we are attuned to this plan. Continue to equip us, Lord, as we run the race set before us until the day when we run into your loving arms. We love you, Jesus, and thank you for the unfathomable love you grant us every day. Amen.
Thank you, Ashley. Congratulations, seniors. Again, people in the stands and people that are in attendance, please remain in your seat for the recessional.